Hey there guys, Spexxy here, welcome back to Retro Specs. You've just found me kicking back and relaxing in my funky little hot tub here, but this is not what I'm here to show you. Oh no, Axolot have just released a new terrain set for Scrap Mechanic, and it is pretty awesome. As you can see already, just where I'm sitting here, we have bigger, larger cliff faces with trees growing out of them, a lot bigger than we used to see, deeper. And we've got ravines, we've got new trees, we've got mountains, there's all sorts to show you, and I'm going to do it in style. I'm going to do it in a few vehicles which I've created over the last sort of few months, but I never ever updated and never uploaded to the workshop. So I will do if you want them, of course, just comment below if you do, but these are little things that I've created and never quite made it. So I'm going to show you around it in these funky little vehicles. You'll see a few in this video. So yeah, I hope you like it. Okay guys, and if you want to test out the new terrain pack that Axolot have released, it is a beta, and to access it you'll need to go to your Scrap Mechanic in your Steam Games library, find the Scrap Mechanic in the list, and then go to Properties, select the Betas tab, and then use the drop down menu to select Test. Now Test is 0.2.5 with the terrain pack as it suggests just here. So click Test and then close, and what will then happen is it will download the new update for the terrain pack straight away in your Steam downloads, and once it has done that, you should then be able to, there we go back into your library, select your game and play it. Now this should then load your new game with the terrain pack installed, and away you will go. Now any old maps that you have that you haven't used the new terrain mod on, they will load as normal with the old terrain set. However, if you create a new game, that will work with the new terrain set and all look pretty funky and cool. So let's just go into load game, terrain test, and load it. I've got a few mods working as well because I'm going to need them for what I've got to show you. And we're going to have a good look around this and see what Axolot have been up to. Now this thing you can sit in with 4 people. You can get in the seats through these little funky holes through the back here, over both sides, and that will then put you in the seats that look like you're submerged in water because I'm using the glass above it, and it just spawns you through that and you look like you're half submerged. And then I painted it blue and it all looks pretty cool, and it uses the Derf MJM mod, so the mod pack will be needed for this build. But it's all pretty cool, and you can get 4 people in this vehicle. Oh yes, that's right, I said vehicle, because this does actually move. Now, you currently got 4 seats that you can get in, and you can see that there's a radio on the side which you can turn on and off, but there is no switch to do it from the seats. Now, if you want to get in the driver's seat of this, you need to go in through the opposite side on the right hand side from where the stereo is and get in the seat just here. This is the driver's seat. Now once you are in this, you can steer left and right with the A and the D key, but when you press W, it will take off. And it will stop at whatever height it runs out of thrust, and it will just hover there and you'll be able to get out, walk on it, and use it as just a floating platform. So it's all pretty cool. You can steer it around, of course, like I said, with the A and D, and that is on the suspension glitch steering. And when you press the T key, it will move forward. So this is how you actually operate this thing, with forward thrust and steering, and yeah, pretty cool. Now this is going to be good for showing us around the new mountains and the new cliff faces that we have. As you see, the cliffs look pretty awesome now. I mean, look at that plateau. It's all a lot more detailed than it was before. So moving over here then, we have a pointed mountain, which is pretty cool as well. And look how deep the ravines are. I mean, it's something that just hasn't been in Scrap Mechanic before. It's like playing it in a whole new game. It's just awesome. I mean, the only thing I've got as a drawback to it so far is that the maps haven't increased in size. Still a sort of same size play area, or it seems to be. It might be slightly bigger, but it seems to be about the same size. Let's bring this down and I'll show you these funky new pink trees that kind of look like candy floss to me. I'm calling them candy floss trees. Let's just show you them. Let's get in here. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. Like the blossom on them is pink. It's something different. It's something new. They've got a new style, and the way they grow is a little bit sort of Japanesey. I think they're very, very cool. So that's another thing they've added to the game. Like I said, the mountains are now pointed. There are deep, deep ravines, but I need to find one, see if I've got one on this level. If I haven't, I will load another map, because I know I definitely have got an awesome one on another level. So let's look around the world to see what we have got. Oh, going a little bit too high. So let's just jump out of this one. And into a new map. Okay, we're going to creep up on this now. Do not ask me what it is, because I have absolutely no idea, guys. I created this just for some fun, really, I guess. And I'm not sure what it is. As you can see, it's wearing trainer boots, and it's got a little fluffy tail on it, and some sort of floppy ears and a big gaping mouth. Looks kind of friendly, I guess, but it does stomp around. I'm going to see if we can show you some of the level in this thing, if it's going to behave. So if I press the button just here, the head will drop down, and the free flowing bearings that we have here on the ears will allow the ears to just flop. You can jump on the back of his eye there, onto the back of his head, and then up to the driver's seat just here. Now pressing the 1 key will bring the head back up and shut you nice and safely inside. On the back then we have a suspension holding the tail on, which will bounce up and down. That's another free suspension on very loose setting, and then we have a button on the back, which if I press the 2 will open the back door, so you can take a friend with you. Now there are a couple of suspension glitch steerings in this because it's needed to turn the thing around. So let's just shut it up then and let's see. So he kind of stomps and bounces around a little bit like this. Pretty cool. Very derpy looking. I'm not sure. I'm calling him Doog. D-O-O-G, and he will be on the workshop for you to test out. I never uploaded him because I really didn't know what category he fitted in. He is a little bit strange, but yeah, pretty cute, pretty cool nonetheless, and he's going to be there for you if you want to try him out. So we are here looking for some more terrain. He's probably not the best guy to show it to us really, because he is a little slow. Yeah, you're a little slow, mate. Sorry, I'm going to have to get out of you and try something else. Let's get out there. Oop. And let's just get rid of you for now. Sorry, I do love you, but you have to go, I'm afraid. And get him out. There we go. If you love someone, let them go. Okay, and let's bring in another vehicle. We can bring in the flybed. Let's try the flybed. That will be pretty cool for getting us around. So, very little bed. I built this a long time ago. Used the Durf mod. Again, you can just jump in here. And steering works pretty much as you'd expect. And you just W to go forward and up at the same time, and you can just dart this thing around. Now this is probably the quickest method for showing you around this world, I would think. Let me just land it a second, because we are approaching the ravine which I wanted to show you. Okay, so here is the ravine that I was talking about. Deep, dark ravine with tree branches growing out of it. Pretty damn awesome. Probably going to be quite tricky to drive this thing through here. Reminds me a little bit of Diddy Kong Racing, when they had the level where you raced through the ravine on the dinosaur level of one of the early maps, I think. That was pretty cool, and this is what it reminds me of. But yeah, I love this. It's pretty awesome. Axolot have done a great job on the detail. Almost closed there. You could create a hell of a little racetrack around here, although I'm not quite sure what you'd race. I might have to create some sort of very, very small remote control cars or something very little that you could race through there, or maybe even very, very small Durf mod created vehicles which you could disappear on when you sat on them, so you wouldn't even look like you were there. What's that? Something there on the ledge. Little ledge with some glowing flowers. I'm guessing we can't do anything with them. No survival mode yet, so maybe these will be collectible when it's survival mode. If we had to collect these for something and harvest them, that would be pretty cool. But right now, you can't even hit them, but they're pretty cool looking. I like them. They're glowing little flowers on the cliff faces, so it's something again pretty unique. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, actually he's not flying this too bad, to be fair. So yeah, another awesome addition to the terrain then is those deep ravines. That is awesome. Look at it, we go from up here. Look at that for a map. I mean, that is something we just haven't seen anything like before. So it shows you they are getting it together. And hopefully when survival mode comes, a lot of the things that we see will be resource collectible, and also we'll be able to maybe dig our own trenches and our own cave systems out to make underground bases and things like that, which would be all pretty cool. You can kind of see where it's heading now. We've got a nice little ravine there as well, something like a track that's been dug out, and another one over there. Pretty cool. The detail has just got so much better in this game over the last couple of months. It is awesome now. I can see where they're heading with it, and hopefully, like I say, survival mode is really what we all want. I've got a little vehicle that I want to test out in that ravine. Now I'm going to go back there and test out my cool little forklift truck. Yeah, that's right, I said forklift truck. I'm going to land this here, and I'm going to show you why this forklift truck is so cool. Let's just ditch this for a second. Boom! There it goes, and get the forklift in. Now, is it this one? Forky forklift. Yep, that's him. Badoosh! He is in. And let's just jump in the seat then. So this just drives around like so, and it will fall over quite easily. It does have thrusters which will try and stabilise it, but what you need to stabilise it more than that is to press the 3 key. Now the 3 key activates some downward thrust which holds you to the floor, and that's how you can drive this thing around. Now if I press the 1 key, it will raise the forks, the 2 key will tilt them back, and that's how the forklift mechanism works. All pretty simple, and that's using Derf mod again for the propeller parts I'm using there for the tips of the forks, and then 4 does the little flashing lights on the top and the lights on the back and the front. So all pretty cool. Now with the downward thrust on, this has an extra ability which I may be able to show you if I just sneak it over here, and let's see if I can do this. Go on. Spider forklift does whatever a spider forklift does. Can it climb up a pipe? Yes it can, so believe the hype. But look out, here comes the spider forklift. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, pretty trippy, but yeah, it works. I think you get the gist. I'm gonna get off this thing. I'm kind of stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, let's get that back off of follow cam. Maybe on free cam I'm going to be able to see better. Can I zoom out? No, I can't. Oh, there we are. Let's go up, around. Can I get it around? Oh, I'm kind of stuck on this pipe now. Try and get close to the end there. It's not easy. Am I getting closer? I don't know if I am actually. Oh, there we go. Kind of moved it out. Oh, we're upside down now. Can we work our way down there? Maybe if I try to use the forks, it'll help me use the forks, Spexxy. Okay, let's go again. We can do this. We can do this. Come on. You're kind of stuck now. I can't move, and my forks are stuck on the pipe, and my wheels. Yeah, we are off. That thruster is. Well, kind of bent my forks a little there. Yeah, I don't think they're working. I think you broke it. Yeah, I think I broke it. Let's just place it down again. Yeah, that kind of wasn't working. Forks are not supposed to go at that angle. Let's turn the 3 on again for the downward thrust. I could probably go over the top of that pretty easily if I was to go straight at the pipe and over the top. I'm sure I could, but yeah, I don't really want to do that right now. Where was that trench then? That was somewhere over here. So here we are, back to the ravine or trench or whatever you want to call it. Look how big that looks when you're driving a little vehicle like this, because this is quite a diddy little vehicle. I tried to make it to the scale of the character, which of course with mods was quite possible. Without mods it would have been way too big, but this thing actually works quite well. And yeah, it's driving through here pretty awesomely. Where was that ledge? Maybe I'm going to try and get up to that ledge with my spider climbing abilities. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I haven't found the ledge, but what I have found is this rather large branch that's going from one side to the other, and it's just too tempting. I want to try this out. Let's see if I can get myself up this somehow. I'm not sure where best to sort of place myself. Let's raise the forks up, and let's see if I can get myself onto the surface here. Can I? Yeah, just go. There we are. I want to go up to that tree. Oh, is that where the ledge is? Maybe. No, it isn't. It's a different ledge. Oh, we're getting there. Go on, Spexxy, up you go. No, that is the ledge that we wanted. That's cool. There it is. And there's those little plants. And we found them again. And now I'm on the edge there. Maybe I need to jump off and actually place this again. Let's turn it around. And let's place it over here. There we go. Don't forget to turn on the downward thrust with the 3 key, and let's see if we can go across this branch. Here we go. Come on. Oh, I'm stuck. Let's raise the forks. There we go. No. Turn it. You want to get on the button. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. No, you're close. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. There we go. We're on it. We're on it. I can probably safely say, let's just see if I can get across here. Come on, what are you stuck on? What are you stuck on? Come on. There we go. I can probably safely say that I am the first person to drive a forklift on a tree across a ravine in the new terrain mod that Axolot have created for Scrap Mechanic. Oh yes, it's a first. I'm the first one to do it. Yep, there we go. And I'm going to spin around it like I did the pipe just to prove how cool this little truck is. There we go. Can we go down it? Ah, no, I fell off. Oh no, I haven't fell off. Oh, that's a bit of a strange hitbox there. Yeah, but yeah, it works. That's I'm guessing they didn't expect anyone would be climbing up them. But yeah, trust Spexxy to take a forklift and make it climb a tree. That's obvious, isn't it, really, when you think about it? Maybe if we switch off the thrust, we come down. There we go. And turn it back on. Hey, and we are placed on the floor again. No doubt we are ready to go. Let's just jump out and let's turn the thrust up on the back of this. Can I get this to go any faster? Let's turn the electric engine. We'll turn it up. That's going to give us a little bit faster drive. Oh! Say a little bit faster drive. That's probably a little bit too fast. What the hell? Yeah, I don't think my stabilisation is going to hold me up. That's going to throw me all over the place. Yeah. Okay, let's turn that off for a second. Turn it off for a second. Turn it on. Yep, hold me tight again. And let's just jump out and turn that down a notch. That was just a little bit too fast. Let's go again. Yeah, that's more controllable and a little bit faster. Let's just put the tilt on the forks, raise the forks in the air, and get them out of the way so they're not hitting the floor. And yeah, pretty cool. I think that's a cool little vehicle for driving around this world. It actually shows it off pretty well. I mean, this is about the right size car for driving through it. Probably not for racing, you probably need something even smaller. But yeah, pretty cool. I'd love to create a racetrack through this. Pretty awesome. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and show you a taster of what Axolot are coming up with. Now hopefully over the next few months they will come up with much more for the game as they have done in the past. They haven't let us down yet. Now I know everyone wants survival mode, of course we do, but that's a long way off yet, I would imagine. What I am waiting for, the big one for me, is pistons, and Axolot say that they are coming shortly. So they've now created this terrain map. They said they've got a couple of fixes to do on the weld tool, and then they will be releasing pistons, which means that is pretty damn epic. On top of that, they are then looking at making the characters so that we can actually design our characters and make them look how we want them, customizable characters. That is another thing. That's probably the biggest thing I want, so that we can actually make our guys look different. And when we're playing multiplayer, we will all look differently to be able to tell who's who. So yeah, I am looking forward to that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed what Axolot have now added to the game. There's tons more to come, I'm sure. Thank you, Axolot, for this. It's awesome so far. You're doing a great job. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, why not spank the hell out of that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe for more retrospects. And until next time, see you soon, and bye for now.